Hey everybody, Jeremy here up in the Ned Hills of southern Indiana. So I got to looking at this thing a little bit more after the last time we filmed. It's actually been a while, probably almost 2 weeks ago since we talked about this number one cylinder being blown out. A few days after that I came out and was kind of wondering what else I might have issues with. So I got to looking at all the body issues a little bit closer up. You know, somebody's done some work to this thing. It's really been kind of like chopped up already. And they, for whatever reason, they took these panels apart with a chisel and popped the spot welds with a chisel, which stretched out all the metal all the way along. Instead of taking a drilling out the spot welds, they just popped them all out. They did the same thing on the other side, got that one off and chopped it off. It's got a lot of rust in the floors, all that. So quite a bit going on here. And I decided to pull the transmission shifter. I'll show you guys what I found. Get this guy out of here. First of all, the forks won't move. The shifter will move side to side, but the forks won't move front to back. You can see how much corrosion's in there. It's pretty gnarly. From sitting outside in the rain, it just comes down that shaft right into the transmission. Then I found all this. See if I can reach around here a little better. Get some light. They're corroded up pretty bad, and when I take the screwdriver in there and run along the edges real softly there, I can feel that those gears are pitted underneath. So I'm not real sure about the reliability of that bad boy. Being out in the trail somewhere and all those pits in the gears, pop them off, then I'm stuck, and that would not be good. So Sunday, I was looking around last week Sunday. I got on Copart. Yeah, check out all that rust. It's pretty bad. And the underside is not as bad as you would think, but the entire body's been just, it looks like they robbed the panels, the good panels off of it, and kind of left the junk. You can see a big old welded on plate there. This has been all patched up. Really the only thing that hasn't been really messed up other than those holes in there. Somebody commented about that probably having a speaker behind it. I think you're probably right. Another look, transmission there. And not knowing what shape the differentials are in, transfer case, all this steering linkage, it's all loose and gonna have to be gone through. So essentially, springs are shot. Really what I'm left with is a cowling and a whole lot of maybes on everything else. And I still think the frame's in pretty decent shape. So I think I can fix that up still. Still want to get the tub off and check it out. But at any rate, like I said, I was sitting around Sunday last week and I was thinking, okay, what could I do as far as a Resto Mod or something to get to freshen up the suspension with newer stuff. Well guys, there's a whole story with that. And let's just say that help is on the way. All right, so like I said, Sunday last week, sitting around on the couch thinking about what can I do with this Jeep and maybe getting some running gear for it. And I ran across this on Copart. It was up in Cleveland, Ohio, which is a bit of a drive from us, but it's not out of reach. So I put a $1,500 bid on it, thinking, They haven't been selling for less than 3, 4, 5,000 for this kind of stuff during COVID. Not the ones that I was watching anyway. So I thought, I'll just throw this on here just so I can watch it and see what happens, get the notifications and all that. Well, Monday came around, got to be almost lunchtime, and this thing went up for auction. I didn't change my bid, but I logged on and was like, well, let me watch it. And lo and behold, I won it. And then, of course, you got all the fees that get thrown on there. If you pay with a debit card or U.S. Treasury check or something like that, they knock a little money off. I didn't know that. So I actually paid a little less than what I thought I was going to for it. But at any rate, I won it. And then I thought to myself, holy crap, now I got to go get it. And I got to tell my wife. All right, so hey, it's a little bit after 9 o'clock. We just got the Jeep home, hauled it in here from Ohio. I have no idea what the condition is. I know it's a little rough on the frame and everything, but hopefully the drivetrain parts are good and everything. We're gonna do a little walk around on it later on when it's light out, but for right now it's raining. I'm gonna pull the straps off of it. The ad says it runs and drives, so we're gonna go figure out if that's true or not. So that's the story why this thing here found itself a new buddy here in the shop with this thing here. So like the 46 CJ2A, I had to figure out why this one was parked in the first place. And I think I've pretty much got that figured out. But I want to check a few other things on it first, see if I'm heading in the right direction. And I'm going to share that with you guys in the next video. That maybe next week or so I'll have that all put together. Hopefully I'll learn a little bit more. And I guess the reason why I'm going this direction is I've had a 91 Wrangler, a 2001 XJ, I've got the 06 Unlimited Rubicon, and I just really like the durability and the simplicity of this era of Jeeps. So that's kind of why I went this direction. and the thought process on the possibility of doing some sort of, you know, a Resto Mod or using updated suspension and drivetrain parts on the CJ2A. I definitely wouldn't do that if I had more to work with on the CJ2A, but it's just in such rough shape, so many unknowns, the time and the money that's going to be put into it. Really, all I've got is that cowl and the frame. Everything else is just questionable at this point. If it was in a lot better shape and, you know, had lived a little bit better life, I think I'd go the purest direction. I wouldn't want to chop up or discard or, you know, mess with a Jeep that's in otherwise good condition. I think I just hate seeing that happening, but this thing's really, really rough. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Kind of still want to do the Resto Mod thing and keep some of its character as a 1946 CJ2A, but just use some of the running gear out of this one. Let me know what you guys think. If you like these videos and you want to see how these two become one, or if they do and how that all goes, like and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video.